Three ways to get absolutely wrecked in cryptocurrency. My name is Coach JV. I became a seven-figure investor and a seven-figure entrepreneur. And what I want to do is I want to share with you the mistakes that I've made and that I've seen by helping over 11,000 people worldwide get out of the just over broke system. I'm going to share with you three things that will help you dramatically make sure that not only you succeed, but you can do this from generation to generation. The first mistake I see is people having a short term horizon and no thesis or plan. If your emotions look like the market, you're chasing red candles, green candles, and you're short term all the time, you're going to get absolutely demolished in cryptocurrency. I have always, from the beginning, had a long term, fundamental, real world solve plan. So when the crypto markets come collapsing down, I'm celebrating as everybody's running, going into the fire. As everybody's coming in to get rich quick, I'm selling to implement my long term game plan. Number two, we saw this with crypto influencers and people within the cryptocurrency industry, is from 2020 to 2022, we made a ton of money. And what they did was is they took their money before the bear market and they bought a bunch of liabilities. They bought Lambos, they bought watches, they were partying, can't even spell that. They were partying, okay? These are all liabilities that took away from their family's future wealth. Then the bear market came, boom! These liabilities don't pay your bills. These liabilities don't pay your bills. And number three, they're only in crypto, they're tunnel visioned. Everybody thinks that cryptocurrency is going to save your life. Everybody thinks when XRP goes to XYZ or Bitcoin goes to this, it's not going to change anything. It's only going to exacerbate who you currently are, your behaviors, your actions, and your habits. So let's go and talk about what I did. Is I created a long-term game plan in 2020. I had a very deep investment thesis that I follow. I'm a Warren Buffett style investor in crypto. Read the book Intelligent Investors. I'm not emotional about my crypto because I know what I hold. When everybody is running from the cryptocurrencies that I hold that I believe are going to be here for the future, I'm buying and I'm calmly exiting on the way up when everybody's trying to get rich quick. I didn't buy liabilities. I bought assets with my profits. I bought cash generating businesses. I bought my own insurance firm. I bought things that generated cash flow. Everything that I put my profits into actually gives back to my family. All this stuff takes from the family. I lived well below my means. I still live well below my means. And I'm not only cryptocurrency. That's a part of my portfolio, along with Index Universal Life, using insurance to protect, compound, and grow and become my own bank. Okay? I have cash generating businesses in information, technology, attention, education, and financial services. I also have precious metals. Okay, we have a dividend ETF strategy. I have two high-risk strategies, crypto and the dividend ETF strategy. And now I'm getting into real estate because I'm heading into a new level of tax liabilities. I want to do the depreciation. That's a game that I'm learning now. Okay, so the key to this, do you see how I'm doing that with the risk pyramid? I'm not tunnel visioned. I realize that it's not realistic to make that much money in a short amount of time in the speculation and regulation phase. So I'm transmuting some of that into things that are going to continue to compound and grow for my family. So again, let's recap the three things that will wreck you in crypto: short term, emotional, no game plan, trying to get rich quick. Number two is buying liabilities. Nobody cares if you drive a Lambo. You do, but nobody cares if you drive a Lambo. Nothing wrong with that though, as long as it's bought with an asset, and that takes a long time to get there. There's many cycles that you have to go through in order to get where you're buying liabilities that expensive with assets, okay? And number three, only crypto. Study the markets. Study what deflationary assets are. Study why people use insurance. Study why people use precious metals. Study why people use real estate. To be transparent, that's a game that I have to get into. And I've been a little apprehensive because I'm not passionate about real estate. But now I need to because I need tax liabilities because my cash flow keeps increasing every single year because I did these three things, the opposite of everybody else. Every year, my wealth has increased dramatically, not only in cryptocurrency when the bull market hit, but outside of cryptocurrency. So I went from completely losing everything in 2020 because of the pandemic to being a millionaire in cryptocurrency to being a millionaire entrepreneur 2 times over and going on my 3rd time. And we're going to continue to build this together. But I want to tell you the real deal. I don't want to be flashing my lifestyle and all these. You'll never see my lifestyle. That's not something that is important. What's important is financial freedom. What's important is God. What's important is family. What's important is protecting your ecosystem at all costs as the head of the household. And what also is important, staying on other men and women's business because you're too busy working on yours. As we always say, warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go.